Booyakasha! My name is Mark Herberts and I'm here in the house with Joe Anmock, who is the man if you was doing business on the internet. If you want to know anything about the internet, he is the man you should be talking to. He's my pal, he's my buddy, he's my soulmate. It's a Joe Anmock. Booyakasha!
Diggity, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I is with my main man, Mike Herbert, and we is discussing this thing called internet marketing today. Respect.
Respect.
Alright, Mike, let's break out our characters right now. It's a privilege to be here.
It's great to be here.
It's really great that you traveled all the way from the UK to come to my humble abode.
Not so humble, I'll have people know, not quite so humble.
Well, Mike, thanks for making it all the way here. And basically, we're here to interview you because you've been very recently successful with your internet marketing business.
I think so, yeah.
You've started from ground zero and now you're making at least $20,000 a month. And I think that's very phenomenal. First of all, I mean, just for the benefit of our viewers out there, would you just give a brief introduction of yourself? You know, what were you actually doing before you came onto the internet?
I think I probably came into it from a slightly different angle to lots of people, because I was already fairly successful in business myself, but spent a long time working, like people do, you know, work 7 days a week and travel and be away from home, and so you make a good living, but you sacrifice everything else. You give your life away, effectively. You sell your soul.
Right.
And I didn't like that. I'd done that for too long. And I knew that there was a way to make money on the internet. I knew there must be. And one of the very first things I ever saw was an interview that you did actually. And I don't know how long ago this was, but I saw that interview and I recognized there someone who knew what he was talking about. And that was really what started me on the road to knowing that I was going to be able to do this.
Well, thanks very much.
From all that time ago. I mean, I don't even know what it was, but it was a long time ago.
I'm glad to be instrumental in kicking you
Well,
off on your...
So that's where I started from. And just watched closely what was happening in internet marketing and realised, I think lots of people get misled because there were so many people who are gurus, so many of them. And yet there are a few who genuinely are, and those are the people that are leading around the internet. And I recognise that that's what you were, so I followed what you did.
Okay, so let's talk about your internet business right now.
Yeah.
You have a main website. You want to promote that website right now?
Yes, if anybody's interested in going to my website. My website is 6stringvideos.com. With hyphens, it's a 6 and string hyphen. It's the best URL I could get. In hindsight, I would have picked a better one, but there we go. If you can't find that, then just search for Mike Herberts. And what I do is, I sell one of my passions in life, which is what you said to do all those years ago. Find something that you're passionate about and develop it as a business. And my passion in life was playing the guitar. And so I did the research to find out who else was doing it and realised there was a market there, realised there was a way for me to do it. And that's how I make my living these days.
Okay, so you mentioned to me that you started out with absolutely no website experience.
I had, not only did I have no website experience, I didn't know what HTML was. I had no idea what it was.
Okay.
So, no website.
Okay, and you probably had some difficulty with turning on your computer as well.
I knew just about how to use a computer, but the internet was fairly new to me.
Okay, so how do you go about on this little journey? And first of all, when did you actually start?
I sold my first video just over a year ago, in fact. I started to put together a website unconnected with this that never generated any revenue. And I think in September or October 2005, I pushed the button and decided that I had a product for sale and sold it. So just over a year, from zero to about $20,000.
Okay, so and here's the question. Your business is primarily selling videos on how to play the guitar, and you play that you're self-taught, you're not a technical person.
No, not technical.
How much do you actually price those videos for?
The single song videos I sell at $10 each. Now I've done, again what you recommended was to pitch the price in different places, and at the moment the optimum for me is $10 each. When I meet people like you always say to me it sounds too cheap. In fact, it's a little bit more expensive than my competitors. In fact, no, I'll be honest, it's quite a bit more expensive than my competitors. But it's marketed well, it's done with sincerity, it's very genuine, we'll have a very genuine offer. I genuinely will offer money back if people are not happy. And that seems to be a good pitch price for me, $10 each. So it's not an expensive product.
Okay.
So you need to sell lots of them.
That sounds very interesting, but I think, you know, offhand it might sound a little bit intimidating for the viewer because, you know, here is a guy who had absolutely no web experience.
No.
You were telling me that you didn't even know how to shoot a video as
no,
well.
Didn't know how to put video.
And now you're selling videos online,
yeah.
and it took you a little less than a year to put everything together.
Absolutely.
And earn at least $20,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And Mike, not to put you on a pedestal, I think you do have some talent, some knack for this.
I'll tell you what it is, Johan. I picked out the best people around, and I just really, honestly, I swear to God, I promise you that I'm not cleverer than anyone else. I just did what they said. But I didn't get distracted with all the other stuff.
Right.
I just did what they said. Find something you're passionate about. Lots of free content. If you're going into the internet business, listen to what this guy says. Create lots of content, valuable content, and give it away in quite a form. What's the phrase I'm trying to think of? In quite a serialized manner, and build it and make sure that people are getting really good value. Because once you've given them really good value, they'll listen to what you've got to say.
Right.
You become, an authority because of the free content.
We'll talk about the channels of distribution.
Sure. Okay.
One thing that I'm very, very interested in, Mike, is first of all, you claim that you're not cleverer than anyone else.
I don't think so.
Not smarter than the average man. You claim that you basically just follow what people tell you to do. And the question is, do you actually work very hard for this? Did you study hard? Did you?
I spent quite a bit. I was very focused in what I did. And to be honest, yes, I did work quite hard. Yes, I have to say. I didn't just make the money, that easily. Now I do, because now, of course, it's a residual income, and I go now and I do the wonderful thing that all those marketers hear about, dream about, which is to go and check your account. And there's money in your account, And I haven't done any work today. We've been out for lunch today, so I have done work as such. I've been logged onto my emails for about half an hour.
Right.
But I did do lots of work. Yes, it was quite hard just to get it dead right.
Well, I think that is a small price to pay for the benefits that you're reaping right now.
I agree.
You're on a 5-week vacation right now.
5 weeks, yes.
With your girlfriend.
On my way to New Zealand, and just stopping over here to see my Boyakasha, my friend in Singapore. Yeah.